In a quiet Igbo village, Nneka, a kind and caring woman, lives with her husband, Obinna. Although they share a deep love, they carry a sorrowful secret. Nneka is barren. She longs to become a mother, and her heart aches each time she hears children's laughter in the village. As time passes, the pressure and gossip from the villagers grow, filling her with a deep sense of shame and despair. Desperate, Nneka visits the village elder, a wise man known for his knowledge of the old stories. She asks him if there is any way to break her barrenness. The elder warns her about the dangers of seeking supernatural help, but seeing her determination, he finally tells her of Uloma, the mystical spirit of the river. He warns that Uloma help comes with a price, but Nneka, driven by her desire, decides to proceed. One night, under the light of the full moon, Nneka follows the elder's instructions and goes to the river. She brings offerings, a white cloth, a calabash of palm wine, and cowries, as tokens of respect. She performs the ritual with a trembling heart, chanting softly. Slowly, a mist rises from the water, and the river spirit Uloma, a mysterious and beautiful figure, emerges. Nneka begs Uloma for a child, her sincerity touching the spirit. Uloma warns that any child born from this magic will be bound to the river. Nneka, desperate to fulfill her longing, agrees without fully understanding the consequences. Uloma gives her an enchanted vial of river water, telling her to drink it that night. She will conceive a child, but that child will forever carry the river's claim. Within a moon cycle, Nneka finds herself pregnant. The villagers are astonished, and Obinna is overjoyed. Soon, Nneka gives birth to a beautiful daughter, Chinya, meaning God's gift. The family's joy is boundless, but Nneka begins to notice something strange about her daughter. Chinya feels drawn to water, spending hours by the river and sometimes speaking to unseen friends. Nneka remembers Uloma's words and feels a shadow of dread. The river's calling. As Chinya grows older, her connection to the river deepens. She often disappears at dusk, and Nneka finds her entranced by the river, murmuring to invisible companions. Rumors spread through the village that Chinya is a spirit child, causing the family to feel isolated. Nneka's heart is torn as she realizes that her daughter is bound to the river in ways she cannot understand. One evening, Nneka finds Chinya at the river, seemingly in a trance. Terrified of losing her daughter, Nneka confronts Uloma, pleading for the spirit to release Chinya. Yuhi reminds her of their original agreement and declares that Chinya must return to the river when she comes of age. Nneka's heart breaks as she understands the gravity of the bargain she made. A mother's sacrifice. Determined to save her daughter, Nneka consults with village diviners and healers, but none can offer a solution. Finally, Nneka realizes she must return to Uloma and offer herself in her daughter's place. With Obinna's blessing, she returns to the river and begs Uloma to accept her as the river servant, freeing Chinya from the bond. Uloma is moved by her motherly love and agrees, but warns that once Nneka enters the river, she may never return to the mortal world. With tears and courage, Nneka steps into the river, feeling herself change as the water envelopes her. She becomes part of the river spirit, now bound to Uloma domain. From within the waters, she watches over Chinya and the village, her love transcending even the spirit world. Nneka has fulfilled the greatest act of motherhood, becoming a guardian spirit to protect her daughter. Chinya grows up, free from the river's hold, and becomes a wise healer beloved by the villagers. She often feels a sense of peace and protection near the river, as if a comforting presence watches over her. Villagers say that the spirit of a mother lives in the river, blessing all who approach it with respect. Chinya never learns the full story, but whenever she visits the river, she hears whispers on the wind that feel like her mother's love. This tale speaks to the depth of a mother's love, the power of sacrifice, and the importance of respecting supernatural forces. It reminds us that true love often requires letting go, and that the bonds of family can surpass even the bounds of the earthly realm.